The brothers Philippou strike again. After their huge success with the horror movie Talk to Me, they decided to up their game with their new big hit, Bring Her Back. And if you thought a kid munching down on a table was the weirdest thing you've seen in a while, I've got some facts about Bring Her Back that might creep you out even more. In this video, we're diving into 20 facts about A24's Bring Her Back that you probably didn't know, right after a quick recap to refresh our memories. Andy and Piper are orphaned siblings tossed into the foster care system after their dad died ass naked in the shower. Andy is almost 18, so he'd like to take care of his visually impaired sister himself. But until he hits that magic number, they have to stay with their new foster mommy Laura and her creepy mute houseboy, Ollie. But when Andy figures out that Laura keeps throwing her piss on him while he's asleep, and even hit Piper in the face, then tried to blame him for it, he turns to social services to try and save his sister. Unfortunately, Laura has different plans. She wants to transfer the soul of her dead daughter, Kathy, into Piper's body using Russian cult ritual instruction tapes. Now, onto the facts. The house that provides the perfect setting for Laura's hippie-like vibe was missing one thing that the script did include: a perfectly shaped triangle pool. The crew decided not to take the easy way and avoided using CGI. They dug out the pool in the house's backyard specifically for the movie. Right next to it, they also added a handcrafted shed that wasn't there before either. Nothing is harder than getting an outdoor shot with perfect lighting, and they chose to include not one, not two, but 3 separate rain scenes in the movie. And to get those just right, they had only a 2-hour window per day to film them. You've got to stay pretty optimistic if you don't get the shot within that time frame. 2 special effects teams were forced to outdo each other, and yes, that was intentional. The Philippou brothers literally encouraged them to outgross one another. The results speak for itself. They did an amazing job. The cursed-looking tapes, where they perform the Russian rituals in the movie. That's the director, Danny. He is wearing his best underwear and a wig. He filmed the footage himself. No crew, just him and his imagination. The actress who played Piper is visually impaired in real life. She didn't use a stunt double, so all the stunts her character did in the movie were performed by her. She also helped shape how her character would move and familiarize herself with the house. To play believable siblings, Andy and Piper went to karaoke together, pulled pranks like ringing random doorbells, and did sibling hangouts off-set just so that they could bond on another level and make their emotional scenes feel more real. The actress who played Laura stayed in character between takes, whispering, wandering, and staring into corners. Some crew members literally admitted they were afraid to approach her off camera. Method acting can be quite scary when the role is playing an insane person. Around the ending, Laura tries to perform the ritual on Piper, and the whole movie comes full circle. We learn that Laura's motives were all rooted in her inability to accept her own daughter's death. The emotions portrayed in those scenes are raw and incredibly realistic, something you don't typically expect in a horror movie. Multiple crew members were reportedly crying while filming this particular scene. The whole mythology behind the ritual, all from the symbols to the VHS tapes and the resurrection rules, were all fully developed in backstory documents by the directors, even though most of it never made it to screen. It's horror world building at its finest. Danny and Michael Philippou literally wrestle each other to settle creative disagreements. So who said violence doesn't solve all arguments? Danny Philippou's personal experience of losing a family member during writing influenced the movie's emotional core. They didn't just dramatize grief, they felt it, shaping Bring Her Back into a raw, cathartic expression of mourning. Originally scripted as physically imposing, Laura was reimagined into a tense, psychologically manipulative figure thanks to Sarah Hawkins, who plays her. Her approach added layers of emotional terror that shaped the final film. The triangular pool is visible from every corner of the house. It's a constant visual reminder of birth, death, and rebirth woven through the narrative. It represents Laura's subconscious as much as the ritual's womb and tomb symbolism. Water is everywhere in this movie, from showers to rain, and then the pool. It symbolizes grief, cleansing, suffocation, and rebirth. Andy is traumatized by seeing his dad's dick out, dead and blubbering from the mouth during the shower scene, while a literal puddle is the final boss of the movie. Laura wears purple at the funeral. Kathy's favorite sweater is purple, and Laura's purple nail polish starts pristine before chipping away, a visual indicator of her fading mental state and connection to the spirit realm. But according to some random website about spiritual colors, purple is also the color of depression, which is something Laura is definitely suffering from. Laura forces Andy to kiss his dead father's forehead, a twist on Greek Orthodox tradition and a calculated manipulation. It's a chilling display of her child therapist skill used to break him down. There is a chalk circle in the cult footage and around Laura's house. These circles define spaces between life and death, inside and outside the supernatural realm that explains why Ollie isn't possessed when he leaves the circle. The ritual works by emotionally breaking Piper, drawing a chalk circle as a spiritual gateway, and channeling the dead daughter's spirit through Oliver after he consumes part of Kathy's preserved corpse. The final step is killing Piper inside the circle on the spot where Kathy died, while it's raining so the spirit can fully take over her body. It's part grief ritual, part cannibalistic possession. The childhood incident, where Andy hits his sister because their dad is an abusive piece of trash, becomes Laura's seed for gaslighting. She weaponizes his guilt to isolate him and destabilize their sibling bond. Anyone can die regardless of age or narrative importance. This unflinching approach to danger amplifies the film's unpredictability and psychological dread. And there you go, 20 facts from behind the scenes of Bring Her Back. Let me know what horror movie you'd like to know more about in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more movie facts.